What's good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life, and today we talking about the iPhone 12 Pro Max. You can see it on the desk, guys. I wanted to bring this device back onto the channel, put it back in front of the camera. Normally, this device is the camera for a lot of my videos, guys, but I had to put this thing in front of the camera, and this is being shot with the S22 Ultra and microphone from the S22 Ultra, so you get an idea what's going on with that. Long-term review. You know, most of the times now, guys, because of the way the tech coming so fast, most of the longest review you might get a 6-month review period, and that's it. Only time you're gonna get something longer than that on the device is when the next device about to come out. So a creator pull out the device that's about to be the old device right before the new device come out. So, you know, they can already have some content building up to that new device. But after that, normally you don't get anything. So this device is like approximately a year and a half old. It's the iPhone that I brought when the iPhone 12 came out, the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I haven't had a replacement. I haven't broken a screen, anything of that nature. Knock on wood. But at the same time, I just wanted to go over this device because this device is essential. It's one of my essentials, even though it's not my preferred operating system or phone manufacturer. Normally, I'm an Android guy. I love, I came in the game loving Androids. Preferably, I've been loving Samsungs for a long time. It is what it is. Samsung fanboy. That's what you could call me. But this phone has some good things about it, and some solid things about this device that made me want to bring it back and just talk to you guys and, not promote older devices, but at the same time that you guys know, if you're going out to buy a device, it don't have to always be the newest device for you to really get the bang for your buck sometimes. A lot of times when you get the bang for your buck, it's going to be that device. You're going to really get the deal on a device that's a year old. And the devices are so good now that you don't, the device that's a year old still a monster. S21 Ultra, still a monster. 12 Pro Max, still a monster. So just something to think about, guys. But this device, this is one of the devices. This is a tool This device is a tool for my YouTube channel. This is my strictly business phone. I use this for strictly business, guys. I would say this. Probably the first thing I want to say about this device, let's just start with the downfall on this device. And I'm gonna call it a downfall because I don't like it and it's unappealing to me. The display, guys. Honestly, this display on this 12 Pro Max is not when you've been using my eyes prefer Samsung. It just is what it is. Samsung, like this S22 Ultra display, I'm so spoiled with great displays. Even a Pixel display, Pixel 6 Pro display. When I pull up content on the iPhone 12 Pro Max when it's in my hand, it reminds me, oh, yo, you gotta grab your S22 Ultra. You gotta grab your Pixel 6 Pro because this thing is the screen looks washed to me. And it's not really about the pixels, it's just about the colors. Maybe I just prefer saturated colors because I've been using Samsung phones so long. It's just, my eyes do not like, it's like I need something vibrant, straight up and down. And this is not vibrant. And that notch really don't make it any better. Even though after a while you'll get used to the notch, but at the same time, I'm using phones that don't have notches. So you'll get unused to the notch because I use a plethora of phones. So when I go to the, I was like, notch, washed out colors. Let me pick up another device. And that's just the facts. That's just how it is. But also, guys, getting that out the way, I don't like the display or whatever, but I will say this is a productive device, guys. Productive. I will say this, the cameras on this device are great. They are top 3. This is why I say the cameras are great. They're top 3 cameras and they work the same way every time. I have no problems recording 4K 60 with this device. It don't overheat on me. It just runs and records and it accomplishes the mission in circumstances where other phones might not accomplish the mission. Just like certain Samsung phones. You record with them too long and they get a little janky. This phone does not do that. This phone is clean cut. You have to thank the ecosystem. You got to thank the operating system, and you got to think that the optimization that Apple has put into this thing for it to run like it run. Yes, it's not a feature packed device. You get a couple widgets and mostly app icons on the front of the device, but at the same time, that's why it runs so good. And also, they put a hell of a processor in this thing. This thing has a hell of a processor. The A15, the Bionic chip that's in this thing it does a great job at running this device, and at the same time, it does a great job with doing little stuff like editing video. Apple is so good with video. The rendering times are ridiculous. For this to be a cell phone, I can download LumaFusion and edit 4K 60 like it's nothing. And I've done it. So, it's not nothing that I heard about. Like, you can do it easily. You can record 4K 60, do some editing with it, and render a video, upload it straight to the YouTubes with LumaFusion. So that's something that I love about this device. The processor, just the ecosystem. Like, I love this device for productivity. For play, yeah, I'm going to want an Android device. For everything else, I'm going to want an Android device. But as far as dealing with some editing some video, I can record some video on like my S22 Ultra that may look better than this iPhone. But at the same time, I can record on this iPhone. I can edit on this iPhone. Like, at that point, it's like you getting the whole package, guys. So that's really, as far as the processor is A1. The cameras, they A1 because they more so than just the color science and everything like that. It's just consistent. You can't be when it comes to these smartphones. Consistency is everything, guys. And also, this is a communication device for me, guys. A lot of folks are so partial to Apple and iPhone and iMessage that it becomes, especially with group chats and things of that nature, it becomes a big deal, that blue bubble versus that green bubble. So for me, I just, I like to have it to communicate with folks and be able to be in that iMessage crowd. That's why I keep it around as a second device. It's got uses. Like, this phone has jobs. Like, this is, I'm going to communicate with my iMessage Apple people with this phone. I'm going to create content with this phone. I can edit content with this phone. I love AirDrop, guys. I love AirDrop. I'm completely in the ecosystem. I still have an iPad Pro 2020. I've got a MacBook Pro M1 2020. So I have a whole ecosystem, guys. I got a Series 5 iWatch, guys. I love the way the ecosystem work together for some productivity type stuff, guys. For play and everything else, yeah, it's Android. But like, as far as me making content, I love Apple. As far as me getting it together, getting it edited, things of that nature, and I love it for being able to message people. As far as everything else on this device, the build, I do not like the build on this device. It looks good aesthetically. It feels horrible in the hand. And the sides on this device, I feel like they went back to the iPhone. They went back to a nostalgic look, but at the same time, it is just I like the flat screen, but it's just these sides, guys. I like the iPhone 11 Pro Max that I had, because the sides were not like these metal rails that if you don't have a case and you hold this phone long enough, you're gonna put like a dent in your hand, like your hand is gonna hurt. It's a very uncomfortable phone to hold to me, guys. That's another thing I don't like. I wish that they would go ahead and you got Type-C on the MacBook, you got Type-C on the iPad. Why don't we have Type-C on this iPhone? Lightning is definitely also a drawback to this device, guys. At this point, I'm just all over the place ranting, but I just wanted to talk to you about my experience with this thing, man. But yeah, like I said, it's still a great device. You can create content, you can edit content. I like the iMessage, I like the ecosystem, I love the AirDrop. I love the way that all those devices in my Apple ecosystem deal with video. I don't have to worry about performance issues, things of that nature, rendering issues, crashing. I just wanted to just talk about my experience and why I keep an iPhone, even though I'm an Android guy, and the pluses and the minuses about this device, guys. But if you not subscribed, get subscribed. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, BG_TechLife. And this is your man BG. I'm out. Peace.